I'm sad I didn't get to drink there, because I was still 20 at that point. Yeah, so that happened. One of the St. Louis trips, I got to beat Feline Longmore while I was playing Miracles, which was cool. I was very intimidated at game 1. But after I won game 2, I felt a lot more confident, especially because I was able to take out all the bad cards. And won game 3 because she had a misstep with her counterbalance, which she was just like, didn't expect that, did you? I was just like, no, I know that's a thing you do. Just damn it. I think that was the second one. Yeah, the second St. Louis trip. The first one was a logistics nightmare. Like, they didn't have enough chairs for the standard thing. There was a girls' talent show going on next door. Yeah, they didn't really plan out the venue that well, but it was the convention center. We got to go to a nice Scottish pub, which again I didn't get to drink at. It sucked. But yeah, last year it's just so long. Feels like forever ago. This hand's fine. We have a white source, and we have a turn 2 enchantress that can't be dazed. No idea what this guy's playing. This guy's record seems to be kind of similar to mine, though. Wood. What just happened? Are we playing Manaless? I think you fucked up. So that's Wild Growth. Uh-oh. Underground Sea does not... Oh. I'm okay with that. Just say it doesn't bode very well for us, but he didn't do anything. So we're gonna play an Enchantress here. Leaving a green up. And we can sprawl the forest. I'm gonna put white on this just in case he's a wasteland deck. So I'm kind of getting a storm vibe. Reanimator, even worse. I'm sad I didn't have show and tell. Jenga Taxius, Ugh, Exum, or Reanimator, sure. This is going to be an annoying matchup. Discard's equal Leviathan. Though, actually I have a funny Reanimator story. So when I first made... Holy shit. Oh my god. Anyway, so when I was first playing Miracles, I was on a Rip Helm Enlightened Tutor package deal. I'm now on Legends just because I really like the endgame for it. But so, sorry, I was playing against Reanimator, and he, attacks and probed me or something, and it got show and tell, and saw that I had a Rest in Peace, and a Caracas, and so I was just like, well, there's no way he's gonna put in a legendary knowing I have Caracas. I also had Helm in my hand, so I went ahead and cheated in Helm, and he, put in equal Leviathan, whatever. So, at the end of his turn, I had, 2 mana, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just, I guess I will just, activate Helm at you for 2. You know, why not? come to find out, second card down, Grizzlebrand. And so, like, everything, like, paused. He, like, picked up my helm, read it, like, you know, thinking this through. Just like, helm, is it good? Just like, yeah. So, that was the time where I got a Grizzlebrand into play while playing Miracles. Needless to say, the 7/7 lifelinker beat the 7/11 that couldn't be blocked. I never drew any cards off of it, though, which I'm a little sad about, but whatever. At this point, I'm just kind of developing our board. We're gonna lose all these cards anyway. Yeah. Good on him for activating the Mire and not waiting like some people do. Because Suppression Field, not something a lot of people are used to playing against. I have another engine, sure. I've never played against Reanimator with this deck. That's about time. That's fuck. It's gonna be so annoying. So I've talked about this on the stream before. I've kind of toyed with the idea of having a one of Reliquary Tower, just so I don't have to discard. It'd be really good in this matchup. But I mean, that's, you know, a bad idea. We already have lands that have the potential of doing nothing in our opening hand. We don't need something that can't, another land that can't cast anything. Yep. Oh, yep. Sorry, we have presence. Sorry, I'm pretty sure we're dead anyway. That's annoying. He's found like all of his targets. I'm actually curious as to whether or not he has other things. Yeah, just, aside from more Grizzlebrands, he obviously has 4. Solitary Confinement. Yes! That's actually probably the worst draw we could have gotten, but we'll deal with it. Let's go and play it. Put the fear in him. More draw card. Hope to draw like, he's gonna counter it. He's no fun. Alright, Hapless Researcher. The Suppression Field. I mean, we're not super dead. We could theoretically win this. He just needs to now have more force of will. Mirror's Guile. Interesting. Elephant Grass, that's gonna be really good. Counter that. He didn't counter that. Huh. Alright. I mean, he doesn't strictly need to counter it. He can just beat me down with this 7/6. But, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We almost have Emrakul mana. I mean, we're probably not going to draw Emrakul. We can cast him anyway, but it's a thing. Ooh, we get a Guile trigger. And I'm gonna let this die. We waste mana by keeping it up. And it's normally the first one's free when you have a Sanctuary out, because you're spending a mana to retain the mana. But in this case, we'd be wasting a mana in order to keep it up. So we're just gonna let it die. Is it Charm? Interesting. I don't think I've seen that in Reanimator before. It's not terrible. Hey look, Emrakul. Oh, so close. I'm gonna draw it. Is confirmed that we don't have the mana for it. Yeah, we're 3 off. Well, for as bad as that was kind of sort of close. On eTutor. Kind of feel like we want Leyline. Just because he's a black deck. Because we need to get our own engine online. As far as cuts, I don't want Mirror's Guile. I'm gonna cut in Elephant Grass. It has fringe utility against Grizzlebrand. Suppression Field's not the best. Yeah, exactly. Like, it helps protect our combo. It's not the best, but at least he can't try to slow us down. Choke. Why not? Oh. We should have the ring. I'm gonna keep Hellman just because we can fringely steal something. Well, he was also playing High Spout Tyrant, which gets around it. I don't know. I guess that's fine. Question is what we take out. Confinement's too good. That's how we. No, we just have to hope that we can deal with his Jink attacks, I guess. And Shave a Grove. I'm gonna shave the Eidolon. I'm just not gonna play any suppression fields. Like he doesn't even need to activate Grizzlebrand for it to be that good. This hand's garbage. I'll say keep again. Been doing better about that. This hand's fine. Keep. Leyline. It's not an explosive start, but it does stuff. Does a stop on his own instep? Some people's stops, like, amuse me. Like, we had a guy who had a stop on the end of our main phase. Oh, Leyline, right on time. I'm just gonna jam the Enchantress. Hope for the best. Nice. We got it. And he's like land pedal show and tell. And we die. Double rest in peace. Interesting. Always yield. We got a wild card. Alright. I assume he either has a way to deal with this or he has the rest in peace. Or the show and tell enchant. Which, if that's the case... I don't know what I want to put in. I'm thinking Wild Growth. Just for more mana. Like, basically just play a land. What? Okay. That's a very odd choice. I dig it. Yeah, I hate Pernicious Deed. It's so annoying against us. Me too, Skeleton. Who do you have? I'm just gonna pass. I'll attack. Our opponent seems sociable. I have, wow. It's like wide open western or something like that. It's gonna give us a Sanctum after he pops this, I can already tell. It'll give us 3 Sanctums after this happens. Yeah. You gotta put the fear in them. Oh my god. I really wish we were finding more lands. Like, if... I just need more lands. Because, like, if I had more lands, I'd totally be okay with the deed, because we could just play another Argothian and try out some lands. I don't want him to, like, flash in something on it for blockers. You could have a, like an Exarch or something, and then we just lose our enchanters for no reason. Decay on the Rip, yeah. If only he would just do it on 2, or on 1. Unfortunately, I think he's aiming more towards... Fuck. Alright, don't have a reanimation spell. Fuck. Yep. We're not doing hot against Reanimator. Believe it or not. We do bad against the combo deck. Reanimator. Hence this guy. The Pernicious Deed is odd, but depending on whether he or not he knew that we were a thing, it makes sense. Like, I don't know. I like this card. Pernicious Deed is very good. Criminally underplayed. Well, we have the combo. Yeah. I don't know what the red's for, is it Charm? The green's for Abrupt Decay and Pernicious Deed. I don't know, I like Is it Charm. It's not terrible. Oh, hey! Yes, I do indeed stream. I've been there for the past few weeks. Welcome. We're presently getting fucked by Reanimator. I really don't want to play this Rest in Peace because it's our only other one. Oh. But I can't let him have those in the yard. This is awful. This is cutting us off of a win condition. It's funny. I know another Joe. We call him Dottie. And his Twitch handle is Joe Pie 314. He too is a math. He wasn't like the advanced, like, oh, whoa, we drew a land. I don't play that. Advanced, like, state math tracker or whatever. But he's in computer programming at somewhere. I don't remember where he's at. But he should be here in the summer. He's a chill dude. He actually goofy, but he's super smart. I will introduce you folks. Bye, home. And we're dead. And he found another thing. You, wait, do we get to return something? We do. I get an enchantress. We're back in this. Yeah, Joe's headed home. Or, he's from... Yeah. I feel like he's from some other place, but he's looking for an internship locally. Yeah, we're just dead. Ugh. Well, we're keeping the record strong at 1 and 3. Alright. It's only a little before 1. Who wants to play some Pauper? Or we can try to pick up some games of Enchantress. And my fucking camera's out of focus again. Great. Hey, there we go. Solid soda. Just some paper. It's like 600 online, and I don't quite have donations rolling yet. So far we had a guy who donated the $20 that was required for a Enlightened Tutor. We basically had that earlier. I think you were there, Skeleton. We started with like double Leyline of Sanctity, and then went Forest into Serra Sanctum. I was just like, man, this is like Leylines. This is true. Unfortunately, with all of the miracles running around, and all the people who are able to drop the $100 on forces, I don't know how well we would do. Because that deck is super glass cannon. You know, the Death and Taxes player who played against Leylines on Star City Games? He's actually a local player. I don't know, I'd have to look at the list. Because I know I'd have to get the other Leylines, which isn't a big deal. Turn off this music. Yeah, Chris Wolfmeyer. And the funny thing is that like he knew Steven, the guy who was playing Death and Taxes, and they also sat next to each other at the players' meeting. I know that his list has evolved a little bit. Ooh, there's 4 Enlightened Tutors in the deck. I don't have that. There's also Idyllic Tutor. I have no idea how much those are online. I know they're stupid expensive on paper. There's $6 online. I don't know, Skeleton, if you donate money to the cause, you could try to get it going. Try to find a more updated list, because I feel like it's gone through some different iterations. I forgot I played Serum Powder. Leyline deck. was on that in paper. It was fun. I definitely like being able to just have access to a bunch of utility things that I could also use to, here. I'll put this on for you guys.
It was under your control since the beginning.
Tell me if that's too loud. I'll
kind of
try to keep the chat up as I'm searching.
Yes, it's not a forcible deck, which is good for Chris, but
yeah, I know that life. I'm living at home, which greatly helps out Legacy and Magic in general. Yeah, this is Stephen Wu. He's a local player, very good Magic player. He's graduating with a law degree. Yeah. Apparently the judge was overjoyed with this. But yeah, Steven's in our traveling group.
So he casted first and did not have the combo, so he's gonna go ahead and serum powder. He basically needs Sarah Sanctum as opener.
Cannot find a super up-to-date list. Apparently there are cards called Leylines and Soulforge. An article about it on Legit MTG. I'm not surprised that maybe something of YouTube's doing. Or is my audio grainy? So I'm not listening to it at the moment. Oh. Should also probably turn off the music. It may help you guys hear better.
Third Sarah Sanctum was the draw for Chris Wolfmeyer, so he's going to go ahead and make triple white and cast powder. Alright, that's a mana.
You may as well drop out of this.
So now he has 4 mana available. Well, he can go beat down with his, he can cast his Opalescence Sanctum. Even if something were to happen to Sarah Sanctum. Because now he has the 4 mana and another Sanctum. Yeah, alright. So you're going to get Wasteland reported, he's good to go. Alright, Wasteland from Stephen Wu. You better kill that Sanctum. I know you don't know necessarily what your opponent's up to, but you better kill that Sarah.
Yeah, kind of figured.
This Sanctum seems important to his draw. So he has it looks like 2 mana and 2 Sarah Sanctum, so
I could have sworn that he had new stuff.
For the record, he does have a second
Or new tech, rather.
He does play 4 Enlightened Tutors, and he has a Helm of Obedience in his deck, and one of his starting lines was Leyline of the Void, so there's a plan B.
Yeah, I don't know. Archetype analysis?
Diverse and robust deck.
Whoa.
So he has there ever was one. So he has 9. It looks like he
these
has
are
9 different cards
okay.
Play or draw.
That's not what I wanted.
Death and Tax is doing its thing here. It has Rishon Import and now Thalia.
Have I seen this site before? It's very clean. Did they update the MTG decks? Because I don't think I've seen this before.
You can play a second land.
Or at least not in its current iteration. It looks nice. Or road decks.
Imagine he'll go for the Helm of Obedience skill, actually. Yeah, I think he's contemplating now whether or not he wants to maintain.
Nothing like a $2,500 rogue deck.
Or wait and risk even Mind Sensor for some other piece of disruption coming out of Steven's deck. So he taps that for 3 white. He's going to go ahead and Enlighten Tutor floating white. Remember,
I don't want to play Vulture. I tried it once. A friend had it, and I played it in an 8-man at the first time we were at St. Louis. I got destroyed in the first round by 10 fins. Because both times I didn't see the Vulture, I just had goblins in both of the games. He totally killed me both times. But yeah, it was like the Fringe Glass Cannon combo deck playing its another Fringe Glass Cannon combo deck that just happens to be better. It's miserable.
right? Steven now realizes he's going to have to port this to Sarah
Advanced
Sanctum or
search,
lose.
maybe?
It's possible that that's Steven's only line.
Belcher's interesting.
We'll see what
I don't really think I
can
want
do
to
here.
try
He
to
has
play a Storm deck.
Catacombs. That's not going to do very much. Remember, he may have Thoughtseize effects, but the Leyline of Sanctity, incidentally,
In
pretty good right now.
TGO.
Sorry, Steve,
I don't know.
you just showed up.
Oh, I'd have to get LEDs. Fuck that.
Nothing wrong with your deck, but he has some tools. I mean, they're just not too many, right? Upkeep.
I mean, I always assume that there's going to be Force because it's Legacy. But, like, just Tin Fins. Tin Fins, though.
One additional mana so they can play and activate all.
That sounds amazing. I actually played against an Oops All Spells player who said he made it because it was cheap, but his entire deck was pimped out. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, no reason to rush. You know, if Steven's just attacking you for 2 and porting you, you know you can beat that, but putting the helmet into play seems like a risk.
I don't want to use.
Looking at this board thing, would you say that Leylines is a deck that really got a buff from
Holy
the Legend rule?
Fuck is this?
Get helped out. I mean, if those things
This has to be like user submitted.
probably just this deck just doesn't function.
There's 59 cards in this list I just found. It looks terrible. It plays Door to Nothingness and Memnite and Ornithopter.
Oh, he just draws the opalescence. Wow. I would not be able to.
Okay, so I guess this is the best I can hope for. Is the video that accompanied this performance.
You might pass them though. Or might swords them if he does
You
that.
may probably gonna hear some other YouTube audio from the deck. No, never mind.
Sarah Sanctum's gonna get rid of the last one. So this should be good enough. It takes 5 to cast that helm.
Yeah, I have to get more line tutors from the list that I'm looking at.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And those are $20 a piece, which I don't have to spend on cards at the moment. The reason why I even bothered with the first one was because, you know, it was 1. And we got to that donation goal.
Alright, and
But no, presently I want to get, or I want to try to get, hey, thank you, Joseph,
that should mill Steven's entire deck. Yeah.
Minted Dredge going, just get more Eternal going, though, so, that's probably going to be the goal until Modern Masters actually hits, in which, at which point we will switch to trying to get Green Red Tron going, because it should drop dramatically in price.
Okay, time to go to the sideboard, I guess. Alright,
or at least that's what I'm hoping for.
When you bring a deck as extreme as Leylines, you have to look at your board and say, does anything in my board do anything?
But, yeah.
Fortunately for Steven Wu,
Steven,
actually, yes, he has some things that function. He has
is specking hard on Modern Masters 2 boxes. He financed his all of his Magic for the past 2 years off of the Modern Masters 1 boxes that he bought. And so, with this one, he's just kind of trying to go infinite, which I think is funny. Oh, nice. Welcome to the stream. That was the first time I played against Reanimator with Enchantress. We're watching a local player play against Leylines, which Bouncing Skeleton brought up as a potential deck.
On the other side, Chris, with an Oblivion Ring, 2 Vanishing Lights, a Curse of Exhaustion, a Rune Halo, a Ghostly Prison, oh boy, a Suppression Field, a Rest in Peace.
And it is early.
Stony Silence, and a Chancellor.
Oh, it feels early. It's probably the energy drink.
Yeah, 4 copies. I assume that's for Force of Will / you know, other blue matchups. Yep. So I think the Ghostly Prison is pretty easy to bring in, and I would just bring in the Oblivion Ring and the Vanishing Lights as catch-alls as well. I like that. He has 3 Suppression Field main deck. I wouldn't be surprised to see the 4th one, especially because Steven Wu's main form of disruption is Wasteland and Rishad and Port. I feel like Suppression Field would be pretty good against those effects. They would really, you know, Steven can't actually afford to port, Chris. Sure. If it costs 4 mana.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
I'll bring something.
Do you just cut some of your ley lines?
Maybe both.
Well, how many? That's an interesting question. How many of the ley lines can you cut in this deck?
Probably Miracles. Have a better matchup. Leylines is silly.
Maybe 3 of them are flex slots. Maybe you can go down to 24.
Unfortunately, I don't have the extra light and tutors I would need to play it, because those are $20 online. And they've been creeping up on paper too.
Yeah, Enlightened Tutor, Idyllic Tutor, these seem like they're all pricing to keeping in. I guess Suppression Field is a flex slot here.
Yeah, and I mean, again, Skeleton, you're free to donate, but presently we're trying to get, or we're going to go for Vintage Dredge.
Exactly are these ley lines and what do they all do? So I had to look some of this up because I don't
Um,
actually remember what all of them do.
Let's look at
Ley line of the Meek,
Enlightened Tutor,
creature tokens. Ley line of Anticipation gives all
which
your
I
spells
think I
flash.
still have one.
Ley line of Life
Yeah.
Force makes your creatures uncounterable.
The Mirage one.
Boards in
OG.
boards in Chancellor of the Annex. That's actually relevant because he
Yeah, they're $14 on paper.
Nice.
They've been
Okay, so
climbing.
Ley line of Sanctity and Ley line of the Void.
For what
Those
reason,
are
I couldn't
premium
tell you.
ones. Those actually do something that's a thing. They have
No, I guess they're
ley lines with real text.
kind of on the uptick. They've been 12 for a
Ley line
while.
of Vitality is a Soul Warden plus giving your creatures +0/+1.
I don't know.
I don't really think that one does too much. Can no longer overload Visium borders to get rid of all disenchantments. And Ley line of Punishment prevention effect. And life gain. And life gain.
Donate money, then we can have both.
That one doesn't seem like too much either. No. Unless you're playing against like a Turbo Fog deck. Ley lines probably would have trouble with a Turbo Fog deck. Well, except if it has these 4 Ley line of Punishment. I'm sure it comes up in some matches.
Let me check. There's nothing super expensive online for Vintage Dredge. No, I guess, okay, LEDs aren't that bad. I guess the reprinting helped it. So here's some totals. 4 Mana Confluence at $67, but we'll probably replace it with like Gemstone Caverns or something until those rotate, because those are going to drop when they rotate out. LEDs, 4 for $36, 4 Grave Troll for $30, and 4 Therapies for $27. Or wait, sorry, that is very wrong. This is Legacy Dredge I'm looking at. So scratch all of what I just said. Dredge, there you go. Undiscovered Paradise at, holy shit, $78, and Confluence at 30, or at 50, but it only has 3 and we can just run City of Brass. Here. So this is the cost breakdown. I want to get foil bazaars, so that's why the goal is currently $20.
He had one of his opalescences, but he had no land. So we're gonna try again. But he has burned through 14 cards here without revealing a sanctum, so that's good. He's got a lot of shots.
Yeah, they generally don't play LED. They don't need the explosiveness. Or, well, they don't need that kind of explosiveness. They have Bazaar. They don't need anything else. I'm going to turn off Steven. Yeah, I don't know what exactly I would be doing. It would probably be something similar to this 4 to daily. But yeah, so Undiscovered Paradise, it's crazy expensive, probably because it was only printed once. Yeah, I get foils for 50 apiece. That's a bargain. Confluences, Grave Trolls again, Bloodghast, Therapy still, Serum Power. Really? Fuck. Mind Break Traps, and a 4th Confluence. But the Confluences could probably easily be Gemstone Mines until they rotate and drop. It's so good with Bloodghast, though. But Bloodghast... I don't know. I mean, like, we're pretty far away from making cuts as is. We don't even have the Bazaars yet, so... yeah. But it's something to think about. Yeah, so we're not quite ready to start shaving to cut costs. Hardly have any real interest. This is the second time I brought it up. And again, we're just not exactly rolling in donations presently. But, yeah, getting the bazaars are very important. Yeah. Icarid's not that great. You don't have that many black things. You only have Imp, you have 10 other things that are black in the deck that you can exile. Because there's just so many other things. Also, I really like Fate Stitcher in this list. So those are definitely going to somehow find their way into the deck once we actually get it together. Because, you know, extra bizarre activations. I think it's interesting that Dredge has largely moved away from Petrified Field as a way of recurring bizarre after it gets wastelanded or strip mined. I think it's interesting. Because it's basically just extra copies of bizarre in certain circumstances. But I don't know. I'm not a Vintage master. I've never played a game of Vintage. But that's largely because I haven't had the money to actually make the deck. If were I handed a Vintage deck, I would try to try my hardest and have fun with it. But yeah, it's cheap online. It's only like just under 300 for a somewhat optimal version. But yeah, I don't know. Fair enough. And don't really pay too much attention to the format. It's annoying. That's the VoIP client I use for games and stuff. Whenever you plug in or unplug your headphones, it pops up with that, wanting you to tell it what device you want it to use. Do love me some Sphinx of the Lost Truth. I remember seeing that, and it was cute. It's basically Breakthrough. Yeah. Again, we don't even have the bazaars or the bridges or anything. So, priorities. Though I do still have treasure cruises. I'd gotten them for Popper, and then they got banned. Which is fine. Like, that one card invalidated all of Mono Black. Which, you know, a card shouldn't be able to do that in a form, especially a format like Popper. Like, that's just ridiculous. Is that iPhone left? Play some Popper against him. I don't know. My Bear Trap isn't getting reprinted, right? Because Elshorn is, and that would help drop the price a little bit. I feel like I didn't pay a ton of attention to the spoilers. I saw Expedition Map, which I want to try to get foils of. I saw no Tron lands, which I was sad about because I wanted new art. Tons of value stuff that I'm not really interested in because I'm not buying a box because I don't want to spend that much money. Yeah. There's nothing I was super excited about outside of trying to pick up Iona and Elishnorn to maybe get Giftron back together. But then I need to get Colonnades again. I have not tried Popper Oops all spells. That sounds... no, the Tron lands aren't in Modern Masters. Are you talking Eldrazi Temple? Because Eldrazi Temple's terrible. Are you talking Temple? Because Temple's not a Tron land. This doesn't count. Yeah, what's Pauper Oops all spells look like? I've not seen that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I was hoping for like sweet new art and to get foil versions of them, but I'm just gonna get foil expedition maps, which I have a Zendikar one that I have for EDH. Yeah, the only combo deck I have is Simic Ghostly Flicker. It's basically just blue-green familiar. Sans any familiar deck. Or effect, not deck. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sad no one's in the Just for Fun queue. I like that queue. Shadowfax has a horse playing magic. I guess it's a magic horse. Probably. I don't know. Let's host the match. See if we can pick someone up. Hey, Spawn won a match. Weird. Raven like dropped her ran out of time or something. I'm gonna see if he's on. Oh yeah. Alright. We have a game queued up. Alright, concede this match to our oh, Enchantress. If only you could be like twice as good as you are. I also like that, like, for a while I had like swords and another elfin grass in my sideboard, but now the costs are like all expensive. Yeah, they just increase. There's a good curve. This is what you want when you're building a deck. Not this. This is bad. You want it to increase. They're basically through jobs. I guess we kind of go whoop. Also, we have acceleration now. It can't be bolted. That's one of the awesome things. After this game with Spawn, I'm probably going to go to bed. Go to work, and then play Standard. Blech. Which I'm probably going to just quit Standard once rotation happens, because I don't want to deal with hyper rotation. Because I want to be spending money on other things, like online. That's money I can put towards making ley lines. Plus, my current Standard deck just gets obliterated, and I haven't been keeping up with control decks. So I'd have to drop money on Ugin and Ojitais and a ton of stuff that I don't want to drop money on. Which really really sucked. I wish we had a more diverse selection of game stores, but we have like 3 within reasonable distance. One of which is new and has lots of new players, so they usually just play Standard and Limited. One of which is very cramped and has tons of kids that go there because it's downtown, so they go there after school. And my usual one, which for whatever reason the owner thought is now, we have one Modern tournament a month, second Friday, and then I think he's trying to consistently get a draft going like the second to last Friday of every month. I don't know. Last month there was one, in which case I just went out to buffet and drank and played a little bit of Magic with a couple friends. And this one, the 29th, I'm going to be streaming instead of doing it on the 28th, just because I just don't want to draft. It's Modern Masters, and I'm probably going to be out of money, but I just don't want to draft. Like, that's just not the kind of Magic I like to play. So I really wish that whatever Friday it is was just another Modern tournament. So I think he would do just as well. But I don't know. So there's my Standard dislike rant. Ugh. I don't know what he's doing it for, but he's definitely doing 2 of the Modern Masters, I'm pretty sure, just to get the product out there. Yeah, Standard is very boring. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the seemingly monthly draft. It's just not what I want to be doing. Like, I'm not a very good deck builder. Like, I net deck a ton. As far as, like, my process is go out, look at a ton of lists, and, like, synthesize down something, picking and choosing stuff that I like from different deck lists. Like, my Grixis Twin deck, I just looked at what people were doing for, like, sideboard suggestions and stuff in the main and numbers on things. Like playing 3 Tassigers. I really like playing 3 Tassigers. Come to find out, he's really good in the deck. Um, but yeah, I'm not a strong deck builder. It's just not what I do. I'm a tweaker. Um, so like, there was only one draft format that I liked late last year. Yeah. We did a triple Innistrad draft because the newer store had a box of Innistrad that the owner had. Um, and it was really fun, and it caused me. I'm trying to make an Innistrad cube, which is almost done. I need a lot of rares, and just a couple uncommons, but like Diagraph Ghoul, like good ones that people would buy out of from the local store. To draft from, just because it was so much fun. I got a super dirtily Spire spawning deck that caused them to actually impose a time limit on rounds because my deck could theoretically never run out with Runic Repetition, a thing with Flashback that let you shuffle cards back into your deck, and yeah, just those. I could just keep refreshing my deck and drawing cards that I need. Or it was 2 Runic Repetitions. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm trying to replicate that. But that's because like there were just very clear archetypes, and I don't know. I'm just not good at deck building. Or I'll kind of choose to not be good at deck building. I don't have nor really want to put in the time to like actively test stuff, to try lists and tweak with numbers. It's more of a theory thing for me. Or if he's just waiting in the lobby. Yeah, Memory's Journey. But yeah, the deck was sweet. I had like 2 of the bounce things with Flashback. Only one Spire spawning. Steven was also on Spire spawning, and he got a Scab Ruinator. But my deck was amazing. I did a lot better than him. I actually won that draft. I had a Kessig Cagebreakers. I had a Sever the Bloodline, which against one guy I cast it, flashed it back, and then Runic Repetitioned it, and cast it and flashed it back, and just got rid of all of his threats. It was amazing. I'm on the wrong deck. Change this. But this was very fun. Very grindy. But I still need like a Liliana, some of the dual lands, 1 or 2 of the utility lands, and then random junk stuff. But like Geist and Lily are the most expensive cards I'm still missing, and I only need 1 of each. But I don't know. I wish I could jam Eternal formats more, because I have a lot of money in Modern and in Legacy. I just don't get to play them that much. It's the sad life of living in a small college town. And just not having the resources to go anywhere. Alright. Challenge player. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of spare time, but there's just so much stuff I want to do. We absolutely should. Because, like, there's tons of decks that I want to try. Like, I'm thinking about picking up stuff for, Grixis Delver. This hand... It's unfortunate because I don't know what he's playing, because he has a bunch of different stuff. He likes graveyard things, though, so I think Rest in Peace is going to be fine. We'll keep this. Let's just lead on Guile. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could move to a bigger metropolitan area. Like, I'm going to Seattle later in the year, and I think that's going to be amazing. Because I like, you know, rainy weather and for Stone Portal. Oh god. Yeah, so this is a lands deck. He did not choose to do that thing. Yeah, I like cooler weather. Let's go... Growth. We're gonna shuffle away the growths, unfortunately. You know what's really good against Dark Depth token? Elfgrass. Let's check the order on that. Let's go ahead and just get our planes and play our Gothia Enchantress. But yeah, like, if you want to proxy stuff up, Joseph, we can just play things. Though, you'll probably have to deal with shitty proxies from me, because I don't have a printer. Black mana. And instant speed. What is this? Oh, sure. Probably like life or something. Yeah, see, he likes graveyard decks. He's very into green-black stuff. Crap. We could be dead here. Did not know he was running a Reanimator package. Yeah, no, mine would be cards with Sharpie on them. Yup. I wonder what he's gonna name. He's logicking out what to name. Fortunately for us, we have an even split, and I get to draw cards. Alright. He's going green. We still have a removal spell. To be fair, I would have named white. Because white is our removal color, as well as our, like, actual lockout color. The fuck was that? Oh! Something happened. Yay! Follow hype. Go Catbug. I love Bravest Warriors. That was a funny show. Let's go like this. I'm not used to the Twitch alerts yet, as far as sounds go. I just knew that the sound means something. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, but green's not how we win / stall. Like, he was saying that there are cards that can save us, and this is what he was thinking of. And like, sure, it's good against Dark Depths, but Iona just attacks past it, right? This doesn't make it black. Yeah, like, I would name white, knowing my deck. Maybe been a bad idea to fetch there, because we had the Seraph Sanctum, but whatever. I'll play Suppression Field. Probably should have been Rest in Peace, whatever. That's another reason. That's a thing. Yeah, like, our Grandson Zeniths don't do anything. They're Enchantresses, 9 through 13. That's really all they are. Caracas. Yeah, take 6. I don't know, I'm not really afraid of anything he's doing. He's going to try to ride this to victory. We found a Sanctum. That's pretty good. So that will give us 3 mana, so we'll just have the 4 to cast Helm. Oh, that's actually really good because it cuts him off of colors. Interesting. So 3, 6 mana next turn, which is not enough to helm him. We really need to hit another land. Fuck, we need to hit it next turn. This needs to be a really good Mirror's Guile. But yeah, until I saw the helm, I totally didn't think about that. He definitely should have named white. Black mana. What he's gonna name. I wonder if he'll sack his Iona. Let's see if he is smart about this. He can't flash it back. Whatever. Dumb joke anyway. Name's Banishing Light. It's a good name. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything here. My base freaking out right now. Hopefully, he doesn't have something weird that can kill the Rest in Peace. For 1 and a white. Okay, Mirror's Guile, come on. Huh? No, we only have access to 6 mana presently, and Helm is costing an additional 2 because of Suppression Field, so we need 7 mana. Fortunately, we found this Banishing Light, so that's pretty good. We're gonna play both of these things. Hell yeah. And I feel like we Banishing Light the Animate Dead. Just because it doesn't have a target. Because that card's amazing. You know what that does? We can't activate the Heath because of Suppression Field, so we actually only have 3 lands presently. I also could have tapped this more optimally. Whatever. White mana. Not white mana. Colorless. Not colorless. Okay. More Suppression Field. I still fucked that up. Whatever. It's fine. We're free of the oppression. That's alright. We can win next turn. There's always next turn. Because fetches help fix our colors. Like, I don't want to cut lands. It's trying to waste us. Trust me, it usually works. Like, the thing is that, like, these suppression fields are disrupting him so much more than they're disrupting us. Because he can't waste us. He can't Crocus bounce. Not that we're gonna do anything that will let him do that. Trust me, Suppression Field is an MVP in this deck. Like, this card is criminally underplayed in a lot of things. Okay, so from what we saw, he has discard, but he's kind of he really enjoys Cabal Therapy. Which, I mean, it's a fun card. It's good for leveling, and if you're good at reading your opponent, it's pretty good. It rewards good, like, deck knowledge. I wish I played more decks that could use it, because I'm not good at reading scenarios, or, like, leveling what the opponent has in their hand, but I like being able to know what my opponent's doing very quickly. Ring. Eidolon. I want Guile. Pardon me. I kind of want Leylands, but I'm actually not going to play Tutor. The entire idea of having Suppression Field in this as like a prison deck is that it disrupts your opponent more than you because you're able to plan around it. So, like, I only play 4 fetches, period. So it's very unlikely that we get stuck with it, and we make so much mana that eventually it just doesn't even matter. Like, we can make Helm need 9 mana. We can get that off of 1 land. Like, we can cast Emrakul off of 2 lands. So, like, the mana's usually not a factor, and it messes with the opponent so much more. And that way we don't have to skimp on lands or any sort of action. this hand is fine. We have Caracas for any reanimator shenanigans. Because I don't think he has any non-legendary targets. From what I normally remember. He may have brought in Inkwell, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so that's my justification for playing Suppression Field alongside Fetch Lands and such. Is because it's very good against certain things. Like, Suppression Field against Sensitive Divining Top, it just destroys miracles. And, like, it cuts off their fetches because they usually play, like, 10. I know I play 9. That's because I followed Joe's list. And he currently has 1 cut. But, yeah, like, Suppression Field is an amazing card. I will fervently defend it to the grave. But Jukabok, no! Targeting himself. Plans. Lead on Earthium. Yeah, no, like, that card's amazing in Modern. Like, it stops Twin, or it's another speed bump for Twin. Disrupts your opponents, like, makes manlands less efficient. It's a great card. If I played white in Modern, I would probably play Suppression Field. I want to hold on to the green Sundanth because he knows what we're doing and he may have a sweeper. I also don't want to really play Caracas to let him know that we have that. So I'm just going to play another Good Thing Enchantress. Yeah, it's really good against Affinity. Yeah, so like it's a really good card, and it's really good in Legacy. It completely shuts down Deathrite Shaman as a mana dork. This is fantastic. It wrecks Deathrite Shaman. It makes Liliana get taxed. It's good against elves in general. Like, it makes all their bounce stuff cost more. I feel like this is Ray of Disillusion or whatever. Yeah, Ray of Revelation. He's a big fan of that card. He really enjoys Entomb toolboxes. And I mean, they're cool. It's a Dark Depths. Oh god, now this taps for mana? That's funny. It's okay, he can't Thoughtseize our Caracas. Alright, let's see if he can level us. Name's Elephant Grass. That's a good name. Yeah, Suppression Field. It's an MVP of the deck. Like, I love when people like let it resolve and just have a fetch up and then they try to use it. Like, watching the thing, like, tap and then lose a life and then undo it, it makes me just feel so good inside. Yeah, I don't want to deploy the Crocus early, at least until we have a decent lock on any Wastelands, because this is our only one. But we found a land, which is good. We don't have the mana to fetch and play a 2-mana enchantment. Yeah. Yeah, one of the nice things about this is that, like, everything helps you remember. Because I have Miracles in Paper. I'm terrible about counterbalance triggers. Like, if I could remember all my counterbalance triggers, I would be just worlds better at that deck. But I always forget it, and I just don't get a lot of opportunities to practice it. He can't entomb or do anything ridiculous on that step, which is nice. I'm dumb. Yeah. Bad at this game. Configuration-wise, I think we're fine. So I'm not used to just having a deck that plays at sorcery speed. Oh, that's a lie. I play Tron. Yeah. I'm used to having answers. So we should have played the Crocus instead of the Fetch. Ooh. Checking Facebook. It's a new it's a good cardboard crack. I'm really happy for the guy who makes cardboard crack. He is a funny individual. Look at this. I bought I think I have 3 or 4 of his books just because I want to support him. He is a very funny individual. Look at that. Alright, ends up. I guess I had long enough to look at it. Yes, I would. Double Leyline. We'll keep it. This slightly loose. They don't have any white or a lot of action outside of this Enchantress into Wild Growth. But double Leyline, though. This is Leyline's.deck. There you go. Opening hand actions. I don't even want to play the Wild Growth. I want to draw a card off of it. Although, it may have been... No, we're playing Enchantress on turn 2 anyway. Strong start. Nothing like a turn 1 Dryad Arbor. Okay. We've curved out, basically. Yeah, so like a funny story about Suppression Field. I was playing against my friend who was on Jeskai Stoneblade, and he was on the play, and I think he saw our hand somehow or something. I don't remember. So he had turn 2 Stoneforge, which happened. He got Batter Skull, and then having an Enchantress or like 2 Enchantress effects in hand, I attempt to play turn 2 Suppression Field to force him to burn a counterspell on it. I want to draw cards though. I'm gonna draw 2 cards off of this. I'm gonna win the game. I'm not going to attack. Yeah, it was pretty funny. He just gave me this look. I just laughed. Look at the foily ley line. So pretty. Dark Depths. Okay, good choice. Okay, so he has this in play. We need to be careful. Hey, we drew another Enchantress Presence. That was subpar, whatever. That's worst. Now, as long as he doesn't combo us, we can go nuts. Don't combo me, bro. Mox Diamond. Discard. Glacial Chasm. Nice. I like that card. Green. Not green. I hope he's not playing Deed. I don't think he has Deeds. Either he doesn't have Deeds, or he has them, but he's waiting for them, or he's hyped about the Mox ones. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't like losing to onboard tricks though. So this just creatures you control can prevent all damage if you don't. Okay. Ever played with multiple Words of War? At one point I was messing around with a 3-color build with Words of War and Doomwake Giant. And Words of War is fine. I have a little bit of a hard time wrapping my head around like just the sequencing behind it. But yeah, it's definitely a fast win con. It's a lot faster than the Words of War kill or Words of Wind kill. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. We actually got yeah, annoying. We got wrecked by what's his face? Spirit of the Labyrinth, which that would have been fine against. Yeah, I know. And like I know how it works like in practice, but it just doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Like, I don't know. It's more thinking than I want to do about my win condition. I should just play my win condition and win. That's how I like to view it. Dryad Arbor of our own. Thankfully, that thing that he used is a one-of. And like I had Goldfish, the like green-blue, infinite mana, infinite bounce deck, and could get behind the triggers there, but Abrupt Decay, yep. He has found a lot of answers. Tabernacle. Okay, I'm going to tap this to add a mana, and then we're going to let the Giant Arbor die. No. Yes. Serra Sanctum. I'm going to name white on this, just so we don't get cut off in case he has a whatchamacallit. Probably should green sun. No. Yeah. In case he has a wasteland.